Sup everyone, today we're gonna learn how to spring cards. Let's get into it. So the card spring in Magic is like one of those moves that just really catches people's eyes. Other moves like this include the lapel spread or just different types of flourishes, but this is like the most famous one, and lucky enough it's not too complicated. Let's get into how to do it. So today I'm using the Entry 01 Drops by Entry. They don't make these anymore. These are one of my favorite cards of all time, and I'm super happy I actually got them. But anyways, this is how to do the spring. So you're going to hold the deck in your non-dominant hand or your dealer's hand. So in my case, since I'm right-handed, it's my left hand that I'm holding the deck in. And you're going to hold it in Mechanic's Grip. And that it's just middle finger, ring finger, pinky, index on the top, and thumb on the other side. You're going to hold it like this. Your right hand is going to come in, and your middle finger is going to come to the top right corner, and your thumb is going to come to the bottom left. And this is all going to be reversed if you're left-handed, because then you would hold the deck like this, but I'm not going to do it left-handed. Your middle finger comes to the top right corner, thumb bottom left. And you're going to hold it like that. But you're not going to let go with your left hand yet. If you want just to practice that grip, you can just to make sure your fingers are strong enough, but I don't think that's really necessary. But you're going to come in, and what you're going to do is you're going to place your index finger, so you're on your right-handed index finger, beside the left hand when I was in the original Mechanic's Grip, just like that. And your other fingers are not really going to hold the deck in any way, they're just going to sort of sit there, and you can rest them on your different fingers like that, but I don't think that's a big deal. You just want to keep them in a nice comfortable position. But the main grip is the thumb in the middle finger, as well as the index finger a bit. So what you're going to do is this. This is the main point. I'm going to hold the cards like this so I can show you what's going on. The cards are going to start off by being released from the thumb, just like that. They're not going to be released from the ring finger like that. I can't even do it. But, like, you would get the idea of how they would spring off, but just from the thumb. And then they'll come off the ring finger afterwards. And the reason that's not the ring finger, the middle finger. And the reason that's important is because if they come off the middle finger, they will fly off in a way that will cause you not to have so much control over them. So they're gonna start off from the thumb, just like that. And you're gonna see your thumb is gonna do this sort of wave motion, just like that. And that's what you want to do. And how do you do that? Well, how are you gonna actually get the cards to spring off? Well, you're gonna hold it, and you're just gonna put a bit of pressure, warping it this way, just like that, from both ends. So the middle finger and thumb, from both ends. And then once you put enough, the cards are just gonna start springing off, just like that. Now, when you're first doing it, like I was just showing you before, they're just gonna either come off all at once, so they like that, and they go crazy. I gotta clean that up now, so hold on. Or they're gonna come off in clumps, so just gonna be like this, like that, something like that. You're not gonna have a great amount of control when you're starting off, but over time, that muscle memory of just your thumb and your ring finger and your middle finger putting enough pressure to be able to swing the cards in a way that's controlled. After a lot of time, you'll be able to remember how much pressure to put on your thumb and your middle finger to be able to control the cards into a nice spring. And just so you can see what the motion actually looks like, so when I'm swinging the cards from the thumb, this is what it looks like. If you want to mimic that, just for starting off by practicing, just to see if you're actually doing it right. So just look how my thumb moves, just like that. And if your thumb is moving like that, good, you're doing it right. And look how the ring finger moves, that's this finger right here. They're all really just doing this spreading out motion, it's a wave motion. Just like that. Now starting off, when practicing, you don't want to do like the giant springs. You're going to want to start off really small just to get the feel of it, and distance will come later. So start off just really small like that. and then if you want, you can get bigger and bigger and bigger and so on. Just like really practice the motion, because there's not too much explaining to do. It's all really just practice. You just gotta practice and figure out how much muscle memory, how much strength to push down from the thumb and the middle finger. And if you practice, like I said, the control will just come after you do a lot of practice. So like while you're just watching TV, or while you're, I don't know, eating or sitting on the toilet, I don't know, just keep springing the cards. Just keep doing that motion. If you want to just practice without actually causing the spring, you can just do it like that. It's like practicing the motion of the thumb just spreading out, and the ring finger too, but it's mainly the thumb. So that's my variation of the spring. I know there are a ton others, like I said before. Like there's one where you hold it in sort of this middle grip, and I explained what that grip was last time in the palming episode. And then what you do is you release from the thumb. I don't think it's really clean. I don't like the sound. That sound compared to, I think this one's like more light and airy, and it looks nicer, I think. But this one, it's harder. I find you need to add more pressure, and it's more jumpy, and I just don't like the sound. That's just one example of a spring. I know you can hold it with like your index finger beside your middle finger, or sometimes even your ring, and just sort of like a mix between that middle grip and the one I did before. But there's a lot of different variations. That's the point. But I think mine, I don't know, maybe people have other types of variations I just don't know about. But for me, this is the easiest of all the ones that I've seen and practiced. And over time, I think you'll develop your own handling that's easy for you. But anyways, that's my variation of the card spring. So just keep practicing it. Okay, so that was the card spring. These past few videos have really just been the fundamentals of card magic and card sleight of hand. And in this next video are also going to be like that. Over time, I'm going to start to do some tricks, but I really just want you guys to learn this fundamental knowledge before you actually start learning tricks, because the sleight of hand will be super helpful when actually learning the trick. But anyways, it's a lot of ramble. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, subscribe, do all of that. Buy my cards, your 33 playing cards, my untitled cards. I said cards a lot, but that's okay. And I'll tell you when the Kickstarter's up for that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!